Welcome to What's Your Why? I'm Rich Deem, and I'm grateful you stopped by for a visit. Today, I have a word from the Lord for those who've been walking through difficult times. I've lived long enough to know that navigating this old world can be a challenge. Maybe you've walked through seasons that have tested your faith. Perhaps you're grieving and you're asking yourself, am I really going to make it through this time? Believe me when I say, I understand. There are moments when we assume that because we follow Christ, life will be a bed of roses. I wish that were true. But in John 16:33, Jesus, speaking to his disciples the day before his crucifixion, had this to say: in this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. I'll share some more on that passage another time, but today I want to speak to those who are right in the middle of that trouble. Just a few hours ago, while browsing on YouTube, a song popped up that took me back many years. It was called Until Then. And what a comfort it's been to me through the seasons. Here's what the first verse says: my heart can sing when I pause to remember. A heartache here is but a stepping stone along a trail that's winding always upward. This troubled world is not my final home. As I listened to that song, memories flooded my heart. I remember driving to Texas to officiate my oldest sister's funeral, arriving in England as missionaries, only to learn the next day that my mother had passed away. Then traveling to West Virginia to lay my father to rest. Then again, only a couple months later, I returned to grieve my 42-year-old brother. And just recently, I returned once again to West Virginia to say goodbye to my second sister. But perhaps most deeply, remembering when the love of my life, Marcia K. Rowling Dean, after 55 years of marriage, was called home in December of 2023. Each of those moments are etched in grief, each one an invitation to lean on the strength of the Lord. So how do we rejoice when we're walking through valleys of loss or sorrow? How do we sing when we feel like we have no voice left? We remember this truth: this troubled world is not our final home. Let the chorus remind your spirit today that says, but until then, my heart will go on singing. Unto then, with joy, I'll carry on. Until the day my eyes behold the city, until the day God calls me home. Friends, I don't know what storm you might be in today, but I do know the one who has already overcome the world. His name is Jesus. He promised us trouble, yes, but he also promised his peace. And that peace isn't dependent on our circumstances. It's anchored in eternity. So unto then, keep singing, keep going, keep trusting. You see, my friend, your story isn't over yet. And the city you long for is drawing ever closely. Thanks for joining me today on What's Your Why. Until next time, may grace and peace be multiplied to you. God bless.